Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake, and what we're going to make is actually a cream cheesecake. Now, this particular cheesecake is not going to replace a regular New York style that you use sugar. This is actually a sugarless cream cheesecake. So let's get started. First, to make your crust, what I like to do is I actually buy a bag of, this is 6 ounces of sugar-free cookies. And I like to take them and put them in my processor or chopper, whatever you have, and to break them all up. Now, if you want to make what I'm doing tonight is a vanilla cream cheese cake. I like to use actually the chocolate chips, but if you're going to use a lemon base for your cream cake, then go ahead and use a vanilla wafer or a cookie, a vanilla cookie, that kind of thing. Now, if you don't want to use cookie crumbs, sugar-free cookie crumbs, then just use your traditional 1 pack of your graham crackers and break those up. And then I like to use about 2 tablespoons. You can use up to 1/4 cup of margarine or melted butter to actually mix your crumbs with. But I like to use a little bit of less butter, so I try even 1 or 1½ tablespoons. And then mix it with a fork and just press it down with your hand to make your crust. But again, you can use the make a cookie crust, or just use your regular graham crackers that we're very used to using all the time. Now, what we're going to do, let me set aside the crust, and I'm using a sugar-free instant pudding. And I'm using vanilla. Again, you can use lemon if you prefer, or whatever flavor you really want to do, but I'm using vanilla. So you're going to need to follow the directions on the brand that you're using. This particular brand is that you're going to need 2 packages of the instant sugar-free pudding in a bowl, and you're going to need 3 cups of milk. And the majority of the time, these companies will tell you to stay and use about 2% milk. You can use whole milk too, but if you want to keep the calories down, you can use 2%. Now, you can go ahead and use 1%, that type of thing, but the set on the pie will be softer. You know, even your lactose milk, if you use it, it'll taste good, but the set will be softer. So as long as you realize that, okay? And what we're going to do is, you want to make the milk as cold as possible. Just start pouring that into your pudding, in your instant pudding. And then just start with a beater to mix it so it becomes thick. This is the easiest cream cake or pie, if you prefer to call it, that you're ever going to make, especially a sugar-free one or sugarless. So I'm just going to spend a few more seconds because I want it to thicken a little bit. Now what you're going to do is you're going to need 1 package of your, whatever brand that you want, of cream cheese. I like to actually take the cream cheese and I like to put it in the freezer a little bit so that it gets really cold, because I think it helps to set the cake up faster. And it's just 1 package of your cream cheese, whatever brand that you prefer, and then just beat that in your pudding till it's all combined. Now, what is really easy about this is that once you get everything combined, you're just going to pour it into your crust, and you're going to put it in the refrigerator. It's going to take you maybe 2 or 3 hours, though, to really get the consistency that you want, to be able to cut it nicely and that kind of thing. Once you put the cheese in, and you keep beating, you know, your pudding is going to become thicker. So you'll notice that. I just want to beat it just for a few more seconds here. Okay, and we'll set this aside. And then, I'll just make sure I've got all the cream cheese combined. And then just pour your mixture into your pie plate. Get it all out. And just smooth it out with your spatula or your spoon. And as I said, put it in your refrigerator from 2 to 3 hours to set it up. And it'll look like that. Now I have one to show you that I want to take out of the refrigerator. And this is how it will come out once it's done. So there you have it, a sugar-free cream cheese cake or pie, whatever you prefer to call it, made with sugar-free pudding, graham cracker crust, or your choice of cookie crust, sugar-free. I hope you like this recipe. If you do, leave a comment. I'd like to hear from you. And as always, thanks for watching, and please subscribe.